Tonight's performance is in 3D. Put on your glasses now.
This is Edward Kim,
Catherine Bosler,
Rebecca Jones,
and Danny Michaelonis.
And we are While You Exist, a blog about the things we live with and the things we can't live without. Meet Christian.
and Travesty.
from the Green Goblin Project.
And this is David Gonier.
I'm like, baby, 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 baby.
This weekend, While You Exist brought these very different acts together for a night of food, dancing, and general debauchery at our very own event, Smallapalooza.
Taquitos, chips, and salsa lined the wall. As the hungry guests began to arrive, David took the stage. While he buried his face in his laptop, the faux dance floor began to fill up.
His ass-shaking DJ set was filled by what sounded like pop hits getting the shit kicked out of them by house beats, then blared through the speakers.
One of Austin College's own graduates in 2010, he was back for the night to crawl inside your ear and throw himself a little party.
Originally from El Paso, David now lives in Sherman, providing an escape from the everything's better if it's fried food philosophy of the town, working at the green market and churning out deep cuts of electronica in his spare time.
By the time he finished, the crowd had grown to nearly 30.
7:45 and David was done. Christian and Travesty offered us cigarettes and finished their beers before taking the stage for an acoustic set full of old favorites.
Travesty and Christian struck out on their own from their usual full band setup with the Green Goblin Project.
Putting out swampy, surfadelic-infused punk sounds since 1995 and touring with underground icons like Leftover Crack and the Misfits, they're still alive and kicking.
Having recently played at big events like Dragon Con and Screamfest, it's a pretty special thing to see them perform since their members are scattered all across the U.S.
Travesty runs a tattoo shop, which we can't help but plug, at the corner of Travis and Mulberry here in Sherman, Texas, while Christian keeps busy starting musical trouble back in Florida.
This wasn't a usual gig for Travesty and Christian. Normally found rocking in dive bars and concert halls, we transplanted them right here in AC's Pouch Club.
Which amounted to a retarded cross between McDonald's and the bar from Cheers, MacGyvered into a performance space.
Couple that with them playing an acoustic set instead of the punk roar of their full band, and you've got a hell of a unique show.
Yeah. With 16 years of experience playing in the Green Goblin Project, the two took it all in stride and let loose some groovy tunes.
As the crowd stuffed their smiling faces with queso and tapped their toes, we all let out a sigh of relief.
Honestly, we were kind of worried about how this shindig would go. Austin College students are notoriously hard to coax from their hangovers and homework on a Sunday, but there was a great turnout and fun was had by all.
We got to bring a little slice of underground music to AC and promote our friends, all while shoveling chips, taquitos, and other artery-clogging delights down our throats.
Hope you guys had much fun as we did, and if you weren't able to make it, you should start feeling sorry for yourself immediately.
Thanks again to our friends who played, David Gonier and Travesty and Christian of the Green Goblin Project.
We also want to thank the other groups that helped fund this event. Our friends and fellow bloggers at Text Appeal, Our Modern Gush, 3 Girls, a Guy, and a Blog, and Mungo Estate.
And thanks to everyone who came out.
Thanks for joining us on today's broadcast. This has been
Edward,
Katie,
Daniel,
and Rebecca of While You Exist. Now go out there and live a little.